See what they have in store. I mean, Dual Beretta's out of the gates here.
Kind of classic, just express some presence on the B halls, but it's a little bit of a fake. Nice dink up onto Khan, so you're going to push him back out of Pop Dog. He only saw the one, but it still should be a pretty strong tip-off that this is headed towards the outer site. Smokes go in. Cameron bomb train here to get that bomb planted. Good shot, those from Zwei, but only the one, and Khan burned out as well. Means numbers advantage here. And Nitro's wrapped. Oh, they had no idea. They had no idea, and this one's over before you even know it. That's a really nice pistol round from NRG.
Just put a little bit of presence over there towards that B side, draw in some attention, most importantly, keep that attention that way, and then instantly force them back out of Pop and back into those sites in which they then engulf in flames with a molly.
A T-smoke and a CT smoke here in towards T-Con, which is interesting. Might just be to set up pathing out, but no, George isn't going for that. They want to do an Ivy link up on towards B, seems to be the initial idea. But Bro eliminated, takes away that B lurk. Maybe limits what they want to do, and yeah, now you're seeing the second adjustment. They're going back. Player and Pop Dog clearing that out. George is holding on to the presence here, making sure that Nemiga can't get too aggressive, can't get too much information. As I say that, here comes that aggression.
Some proactivity heading in the direction of George. This is a really difficult position. It feels like he's a little bit understaffed in this side of the map, but getting pressured off now, throwing himself a flashbang to keep him at bay. But Xander not fearful at all. Wants to test and challenge George. And a back turned, handed over to Nitro, who then gets to capitalize. George was just the distraction.
That's, again, just that question of the mental clock, right? Okay, why is George not fighting me? Why? He threw a flashbang. Why is he not fighting me? Why is he not fighting me? Well, it's to set up his teammates for the flank. And Nemiga just not quite having that, you know, alarm bell ringing here. Now they've moved heavy in towards the inner site. And Util is execing here, but with the presence in Pop Dog, this looks like another fake layered on top of it. Nitro just making a little bit of presence here, and that's going to hold the players and allow NRG just straight out into an empty bomb site. This is beautiful. First kill found. George takes out the only player who could do anything about this site. Bomb's going to go down, and you have to ask yourself a question if you're Nemiga. How much do you want to risk these guns? They're a team that likes a retake, and there is damage done to one of these players in George, but you have no information, you have no positioning, and you've just lost your player in towards Pop as well. Khan's backing off. Risky Bob's, at this point, has to save towards Ivy. It's the only real easy path out of here. But yeah, that's going to be a third round for NRG. These are looking very comfortable.
Yeah, the way they set up their defaults here, even when they have to kind of lean in on what feels like plan B when you lose out Bro on a bit of a solo mission down in towards the B ramp. He finds himself dead pretty early. And then George just contains that brown hole space, able to keep that aggression away from Nemiga with the help of Nitro that comes in with that late flank. And after that 4v5, there's just no mistakes being made. Bro's about to be big time overwhelmed. We'll see how much he can gather out of this position. Oh, he's trying to set up utility as well. This could be the worst possible timing. But he's got Nitro again, backing him up. It doesn't matter though. Nitro blasted out of the round, and Lear finds both of them. The 5-7 close range indoors. There is some kills back in return, and they're starting to scale in towards this A bomb site, it seems. They slow it down though, and they continue to let Nemiga.
Look at this T-Con push though. Do you expect this? This is the thing about training, is there's always another flank. There's a flank on a flank on a flank, a hat and a hat and a hat. And Risky Bob's continuing to push as well, so they could get caught on the timing here. Do they clear the close angle? Not with utility, certainly, but with the guns? No. Oh, trades important there. Khan could have won it all in a moment, and he slows them down for the Risky Bob flank. Oh, he's playing patient. He's playing patient. He's holding his nerve. Risky Bob in the back lines, both backs exposed, but he pulls the trigger early, and he'll lose the fight. Risky Bob couldn't take the risk all the way. That was almost just nullified. Absolute beauty. Well, the thing is, I don't know if he realized. I mean, he should have known they were both in the angle, but I guess he could have thought the second player ran further away from the position. That's a nice opener for Zwei, going above the smoke on the bomb train. Not the bomb train, on a train car. There's a lot of train cars
on one of them.
Gonna have to keep them straight again in my brain.
Yeah. They have numbers.
This is a much more straightforward play, but you're right. There's 3 players grouped up in this site. Nice first kill. Nitro going ahead of his teammates. Bro's able to trade it out, but look at the health here. It's starting to get a little dire. They need to find this kill on Risky Bob, and I think they've lost track of him. Utility out. Yeah, they've lost track of him. He's creeping forward around Thomas. He's going to give a little toot-toot. And now for Hex, the clutch required. Player walking through smoke will make that easier. But Swy will make sure it doesn't get out of hand. Still, that extra kill will limit what Nemiga can build going forward.
Oh, he just connected right through it on the egg, so no chance to try and get another clutch rolling for him. And now more utility toss, and Xanter had to have ticked in the molly or the HE that did a lot of damage to him. And look at how much initiation they're putting on, trying to spam him out of the round. He tries to get aggressive, but he just keeps getting blasted.
Literally, one guy spams, another guy spams, they stop. He's like, I'm safe. Oh. Double dip. Unfortunate for Xanter trying to get this space. And this has got to be frustrating as well for Xanter, right? Starting 0-6, when you're trying to hit an aggressive move like that, that's one of those where you're like, let me just get one. Let me just get one. I'm not doing well when we're hitting the sights, so let me see if I can just... And you just get shut down. That's where frustration starts to creep in. Now they're going to double fight in towards this whole mass. Is anyone watching? They are indeed, but the weight of the kills is going to come up nicely for Nemiga. So that's a huge rally. The swing, I mean, look, he's not Risky Bob for nothing. He is not Risky Bob for no reason. I can't believe he got away with that, though.
Yeah, just a little bit more information to gather. That's it.
Oh, heck,
smoke that just gives up the position.
Nice shot from Khan, though. Aware that they could just walk his smoke. Smokes on walls, especially on train. And another one comes through. Is he prepared for that? Oh, my God, he is!
George.
What an adjust. Surely George gets this, but still an impossible situation. Nearly an opportunity for Khan. And with two players in pop, this should be done. Settle business. So back-to-back rounds for Nemiga. Those are just those classic train plays. If it's like, okay, we got 5 pistols. We're either going running inner with 1 smoke, or we're hitting Ivy.
This one's a quicker one out of T-Con right now. They're trying to make a move here. Risky Bob ready to handle it, but can't handle both of them. And it's a quick motion from NRG out in towards this A side. They're going all in through the smokes.
This is so pacey. This is so pacey. But the player in towards pop, they lost track of it. And that's something you have to be aware of. Now Xanter finally is able to capitalize on this B aggression he's been bringing through. Nade into check, but it leaves it all to OC. Got it, Galil. Oh, nearly catches the Opera in transition. Nade to try and soften, but that won't find its mark. And spots on. Xanter's low. OC dancing around the train cars. If he spots Xanter, could be good. Indeed he does. Brings it down to the 1v1. Khan at this point doesn't know if he could slip back in towards Ivy. There's a lot of options available to OC. These are the fun games of cat and mouse that Train is famous for. Dancing between the train cars. It's a little more open on outside. So Khan's got this fire line, if you will. This fire break between him and the angles that OC can get through. But it's all about looking the right way at the right time. And Khan will pick correct. I only kill him when my enemy has a gun in his hand. A proper gun. Khan the kind of guy to throw a rifle to his... Oh, that's not where that's supposed to go, bro. That's not where that's supposed to go. You know what? New map.
A little high there.
You get a mulligan.
Just have to sacrifice 25.
Unfortunately, you do also lose George. Nice maneuver.
I don't think they...
HE to cross a player.
That.
They do not know, especially with the player pushed up close. Oh, they're not familiar with this maneuver. If Bro goes out, that's a freebie. Oh boy, might get the second as well. Can't do that. But trades are here. It all falls to Hexed. If Bro had found that one and withdrawn, maybe he'd be cooking something here. But right now, there's only one chef in the kitchen. I'm not sure Hexed has enough ingredients for this recipe. I love the idea of the nade cross there on B ramp, especially with the player pushed up. It's huge. Woo. And Hexed has now peeled off the player who was flanking him. This gives so many options. Pick your poison, make your move. You've got choices here, and 50 seconds to simmer.
Aggressing towards Pop right now.
Oh, this is interesting now. This is interesting now. If Hex comes back to look at it, but he's not got the health for this. Does he check? Whoa, deleted. Swide laser focused on the angle, going to make this work. Because now NRG are setting up utility, and look at what's coming their way. Are you going to be execing A? Well, the entirety of Nemiga is on your flank. OC, you better get that gun around real quick. They're going fast. That CT smoke actually kind of works, but it's designed to bait them in and make them forget about the flank. The problem is the front's not holding up. The key to a good flank is a good front. And if the front dissolves a little too quickly, well, now there's a player on the angle. It's OC.
Hello.
And he's not going to have any issue with that. There was nothing to pull his vision. We know where Khan is. Stuck in hell and might be feeling like this round is hell itself. Time not on his side. Bomb ticking away. And no real reason for them to give him a peek. Smoke goes out, confirms his position, hoping to bait a response off of that, but no response will be allowed. And from the back of camera, George will put him down to dirt. 5 rounds for NRG, but a hell of a recovery in the middle there for Nemiga. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely will take the 7 rounds. They're able to bring back a bit of an early resurgence with how good NRG were looking at manipulating the map there as well. Take a nice CT side.
Oh boy.
Into their T side, they're quick as can be. Fast B play into a pretty empty bomb site right there. A bit of a ghost town in the inner side. And Risky Bob stepping up into the second half a whole lot nicer with a couple of kills for himself.
Now they have to get this kill on Khan to even really get back into it. Okay, fast out, but it is just OC. No health, no chance. They'll fight forward, which gives him an opportunity, but it's not happening. So the idea there for NRG to counter Dog push, but Nemiga put a Molotov to devote to that hook around in Pop Dog. This is what we expect from Nemiga. It seems to be the philosophy early on this T side as well. They are not wasting a whole lot of time. NRG were doing a lot of the same thing. It's a pacier T side here on Train so far than we've been used to seeing at a lot of levels of play. Not on Train, but I mean on other maps. Because yes, if you concede all these choke points to the CTs, you're going to have a bad time. Oh, bro. Oh, my goodness. That's a stroke of fortune for Lear, but they are shut down elsewhere. It all falls to Khan. The guns come out for NRG, and the wall is put up here.
Yeah, they just don't let anyone pass by. The initial contact from Bro, knocking down that first kill with his MP9, and then that flashbang actually coming through from the T side. They're still managing to track it, but the rest of the rifles come through in full force. No one allowed to make it past T-Con except for Khan after the dust is settled, and Ozu will claim the last kill. Looks very comfortable.
And Nitro's not seeing anything yet behind this sidewalk smoke. So you imagine he's calling that out to the team. Hey guys, they're coming your way. Oh boy. Risky peek from Bro, and eventually he will get caught battling around here. They might not expect the second player E-Box, but timely util to try and keep this contained. We're sub a minute. There's not a lot left for either side in terms of utility. We've got 1 smoke, 1 flash. Which honestly, what more do you need for an inner approach? That's nice. It was just a deagle, but you confirmed that they're not stacked up in T-Con. Now you got some ideas. Nitro spots this, got a pretty good idea. Molotov goes in to disrupt this bomb plant. Would like to kill there, but the Molly will follow it up. Actually, OC did collect on 1. So now numbers advantage. The cavalry is here. You can't really bail out of this again. The bomb is committed. So you're going to have to shoot your way out. Ooh. That's why we'll try, but Santa's going to set up the clutch. Hexed again. He's been in a few of these opportunities here. Hasn't always had the chance to close, and as these numbers get punched in, it's advantage Xanther now. Back at the bomb train. Hex retrieves the kit. There's the spot. There's the shot as well. Hex will bring this one through, and NRG. I think that was supposed to be a ramp smoke. Hold on. Can we look at this smoke?
Like
did you just block your lineups for utility?
I don't think so. I think they just
definitely, it's supposed to go through and like bounce back to cover top ramp.
Imagine.
That would be the most nerdy use of a smoke if it's just like, we're going to deny your lineups for an extra however many seconds. All right, Molotov in. Nitro's burning. Went up to his name, perhaps. Do they forget about him? They've forgotten about him. Wait, they're overlooking Nitro. They've forgotten about him. Oh, this is going to get weird. They don't know that Nitro's just in the middle of the site right now. Players have gone past him, but he doesn't know that they don't know. He's trying to figure out how to maximize this because they have totally lost track of his position, and now his teammate strikes from upper. Nitro just this whole round, it feels like he's on an epic journey, and he doesn't know which way to go. Khan's going to come back, but there's the strike, and now Nitro can get onto the stick. They know where this last player is. Well, if he had a kit, this would be over. But the full 10 second, that's a lot required, but Bro will hold the line, hold the nerve, keep his captain alive and fighting here. Maybe this is like the barrier to Valhalla, is you just have to battle to die a warrior's death to make it in. Oh. Some weird multi-dimension stuff, but okay, Nemiga, first advantage in a long time here. First advantage on one of these rifle rounds, I believe.
Yeah, they didn't catch the double pop aggression last round, so they tried it again. This time, well punished, but OC's op it's been positioned here in towards Ivy throughout the whole half since he's gotten it out, and he continues to just farm up some kills there. This time onto his counterpart there in Khan, and
if Lear gets this kill on Hexed, That's such a pressure relief, but he can't do so. And so now these TCOM players have nothing to play off of. They got Op looking in. They've got confirmation on this. 20 seconds. It's going to take a meaty clutch from Zwei. And the look in his way, it's just not happening. So the setup holds for NRG. They call their shot. They stack their sight. And that's exactly...
Left into a hero rifle situation for Lear, tagged down by some utilities. He tries to scale through TCOM. He's low, but at least he's gotten out. Can he do anything from this position now?
Oh boy. Not towards Ivy, but they're trying to run this down. OC realize they're chasing. They are chasing him. Uh-oh. It's getting very rough now. This one rifle from Lear having its impact. Wrapping around on towards the site. Nitro has gotten active instead. He might catch the bomb, but no, looking the wrong way. That's going to allow Risky Bob out, and this is looking like a bang-on Nemiga round. Just caught slipping. It's a problem with Train. So many directions to look. The Pistols have a huge opportunity to punish. The fight back in. There's money to spare if you're NRG. And if they can take guns away from Nemiga, it might genuinely be worth it, even without the round win. But Khan's not willing to give up that op. He got one for free. Bro. Connecting. Wrapping. Playing himself out of this in terms of seconds, but again, if he can peel that op away, that's a huge find. That's massive value on for this.
Lear might be toast. Gotta get out of there. Should be good. No, wow.
Nope.
Jeez.
Nope.
Well, bro.
I think he's been dashed. But bro, yeah, bro. Because NRG, you know, play from their homes. And obviously bro's home has a little bit of bad ping to any events. Bro! On the land ping, though, right here. And combining with Hex to get this one done. He wants to take the space. Oh, he just wants to feast. Now he knows nobody's here. Pops the smoke to make sure. Look at this information. Much different angle on the op. Doesn't want to get run down. That pistol round, I think, maybe.
Well, but he's helping. He's helping Hex. He'll take the first contact, and then Hex can slide in and have some impact as well. Afterwards, it's a perfect bait and switch setup, and they just feast because of it.
Oh, that's so very slick. I don't even think God was close enough to see that. Yeah. But you know Hex is just calling his shot. Oh, boy. How can you not love this guy? He's been having a meaty impact lately, too.
Yes.
Individually, Hex has been stepping up massively in this team. 25 and 12 here. Obviously going to tell a bit of a story. But it's been the case so consistently, whereas in previous stints at the top, he was very hot or cold, playing as a super hard entry. Sometimes it was, he'd be just getting shut down and they never get anything going. That doesn't really happen anymore for Hex.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the biggest assets of him as a teammate, is that he's so quick with these on-the-fly utility. And now they've got another setup. OC in prime position. You've got a close-by teammate here. Scale smoke, not going to really do anything. I think maybe calling the death cam was this close-range position from Nitro, but still a man advantage manufactured.
Kind of helps Nitro out. Again, that op into rifle angle. It's kind of the same fight. Ooh, Hex tries to get it done with an A1S this time. It's why is ready, since OC was posted there not long ago. The walkout upper. Oh, does Lear realize Nitro's right under the lip here? If he gives up an audio cue, again, that'll be a problem. But Lear has not checked it. Lear has not checked it. They've gone right past each other. Shifts in the night. Who's going to turn right? Oh, boy. This is going to get so weird, too, because they've cleared out Pop now. If Nitro runs for a rotate, Lear's in the backlines. There's only 30 seconds, so how long is there for him to cook? But he could catch OC completely unawares. You just have to make your choice. He's going to go Z, and actually that might be his hardest opportunity to have impact. He's managed to just cut straight through the defense and find no one, and instead now George activates from heaven. Lear finally trying to bring in this. No way! He doesn't even win the duel. He doesn't even win the fight. And now out the smoke, we've got a wounded Zwei. And Khan to try and hold on to this bomb. On the smoke fade, Khan is there. It falls to OC in the clutch. All may be forgiven. Lear's fantastic journey. It's not been fun, but bait out on the stick to draw Khan in, and there's time enough for the defuse. NRG will close in regulation right down to the wire, but their train pulls into the station, and they're up 1-0. We'll start talking about Season 21 of the ESL Pro League. But no, seriously, sign up for Team CS. It's so much more fun. If you've never done it, it's the better way to play. Bro, having a better way to play here on the peak on down, clearing out the E-box peak. And now they're flying right into the site. And, well, this one is easy as you like it for NRG. Everything goes their way. Not a bullet of damage taken back the other. Bomb is planted, ticking away. There's even a spam in the temple smoke just to let you know where a player might be coming from. Actually, I think that was the other way around. Either way, this one's done, Cole.
Yeah, it's wrapped up quite nicely right there. Quick aggression through E-Box, and they just shut it down. Dropping through the mid side of things, and again, Nemiga not quite prepared on the pistols to deal with this B-side hold, but we'll see how much exits they can find. Xanter coming through there quickly, deleted by George. It's going to be a pistol save here for Lear. He's got a nice smoke, so that's an extra $300.
Can we look at George real quick just to see the dualies that Xanter was bringing in? Because they terrify me. Well, nope, we can't because there's a hunt down.
There are.
No, we'll see them for a moment, but it's okay.
Got to do the daps check, but only if NRG start letting this T side slip. We're going to see some aggression. He looks quick, but the melee slows them down a little bit. So plan A kind of disrupted, forcing a smoke out. This is being called over by Hex, who then gets deleted. Xanter takes care of him. And this mid-hold here does collapse, though, shortly after. And they just have to rely on a single Xanter that they should know is around this A side.
Oh, so he got the kill from the window peek.
Whoa.
Oh, what? What was that stack up? That's unreasonable. Kant was set up with it, and as a result, Risky Bob just gets it all. Now OC, low HP, has to recover what looked to be a bang-on round. When you knew that the A-main push was coming through, I'm actually very surprised.
Daps.
The decision to wrap Temple.
Can we get a Daps check? They're getting loud.
I like how Lear hits the woo while staring at his opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Psychological warfare attempted here. Oh, Xanter jumping straight to his death. So maybe a little overheat there from Xanter. Got away with it last time. Not this time. But they're going to keep brawling. Lear wants this. And now Lear is the next one into the void. So the window,
my goodness.
Oh, boy. Okay. Don't feed this man.
Who wants to go next?
They just need to put a photo next to George's setup that says, please don't feed the George.
Yeah.
And it's just ecos being handed out. I mean, not ecos here, rifles, but
Yeah.
sitting in a pond and someone throws out breadcrumbs that are labeled ecos.
It's gotta be geese. Those are the bad ones.
True fiends.
Yeah.
And then they're just like wobbling. Okay. Don't put that in the highlight reel. No one saw it, OC. Don't worry. No one was watching that. I got some concerns.
Little trade back and forth there with the HEs. They're playing dodgeball, but George continues to eat it up. They continue to feed this duck or goose.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Maybe they're turkey.
Sure.
What are we doing here? This just everyone's just dumping all of their util into this one choke point from both sides. Just like, you throw a nade, I throw a nade. You throw a smoke, I throw a smoke. Molly, Molly. Flash, flash. At the end of the day, though, Nemiga not their results in this game of catch. This is the bomb. This is the bomb. This is the bomb. This could get real weird. Unless Nitro just kills them all. Still could get weird. Uh-oh. Oh, bro. Can't lose this fight now. This is the commit. This is the whole round. Yeah, okay. Some interesting decision-making there. They don't have control of the bomb, so you've jumped out the window to avoid dying. But the C4 is gone.
Got an A flank.
This round would be locked in if Nitro hadn't had the parcel.
Ooh.
As it is now, Khan gets a chance to cook. He's aware of the flank. He's aware of the possibility. They come back to it. Tagged up, though. Harassment here, and George just won't miss. 11-1. This guy feels unkillable right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that communication factor shows in all of the ways that he kind of improvises his game. So that's just like a huge piece of the puzzle here. Asleep there. Xanter's still punished, and the op presence does back it up effectively. Khan comes through just in time. And they take care of Canals. Nemiga's still sticking to their game plan of this aggression, this time just delaying it here instead of pulling it through at the start of the round, and it works wonderfully for them. NRG kind of collapsing the default, and now it is just George here, who does seem a bit unkillable, but might just be looking for a save or a little bit of exit damage, instead going to be caught by Zwei.
You got the double op out. Risky Bob with the second op. All right, where's Risky Bob taking that second op? On towards B. So we have Khan playing A main early on, and NRG wanted to pick up the pace straight into the off, so it's a perfect read on the spots. Now you've got George how to play, the guy who's been an absolute nuisance for you to contend with. And NRG have to play without their big fragger.
That's a big pickup right there. NRG trying to pick up the pieces, knowing that they have that double op setup here. They still try and get in Nemiga's face. Now this adjustment in towards E-Box could be interesting as well. Could be under pressure shortly. Dodges out in the flashbang and cuts off the initial peak from Nitro, but Hex stands close behind him. Now it's just Risky Bob here with his AWP. How's this hopping? You show up with this weapon. There's a Molly in here, still trying to scale out, but this is all buying time for these rotations to arrive at the scene, missing out on just a sliver of Hex. Will he get given a chance to take him down? Not quite yet.
Oh, nice response on that Molotov. Wow. Okay, W hold from Risky Bob. Talk about the maneuver there with the sidearm. Now it's come down to the 2v2. They know where the player's coming from. Oh, they've got everything. And NRG, the recovery is a thing of beauty. It felt so tentative. Layers on layers. So, we talked about it for Nemiga. Money is up a creek. There are no paddles, and OC is not going to lose that fight this time. You don't get away with that 2 times in a row.
No.
Not against Josh Elm.
The Molly there, and the hot water's gone. Don't like his job that he's put up against. Does manage to try to kill him, but there's a lot more around the corner. And he finds another one onto Bro, sidelining him. Xanter steps up now with a 5-7, somehow managing to defend middle, despite losing out on the numbers and picking up the bomb as well here on the CT side.
Actually outrageous.
And they gotta know Hex is lurking out. It's so often what he does on this A side, so timing not really working for Risky Bob.
Just missed him. Here's a chance to make some match happen.
Oh, she's got a little bit of utility, especially that Molotov there that could set Hex up for a kill.
There it goes. There's that first Molly. Hex finds the one. Oh! Through the smoke! Through the smoke on the fade!
15.
Risky Bob is low. There's no time. There's no time. He's got to get this back towards the site. And now Risky Bob knows that it's a race. He knows that it's a race. He knows where Hex has to be. Ooh, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. I think he got it. No. No, it's a round for Nemiga. Wow.
And you could look to that round right there in particular as the big opportunity, but we got to see Lear have a little bit more impact. And finally, he starts off, introduces himself into the server onto George, of all people.
It's a big hit to find early on. Recovery for Nemiga. We saw them play themselves back into a lead, actually, in the first half of Train. It was a little bit more favorable. Look at this triple push out A main, though. Oh, no one's watching. No one's watching, and now Xanter's on the hunt. Xanter's on the hunt. OC back turn. Utility out here. Turns in the right moment. What? Gets 2. Finds the 3rd, the info as well, and now they know there's maximum 1 on this site. It's just Risky Bob. And well, Risky Bob will get his due. Awkward engagement here. Finds Bro, but there's just too much. It's an overload. And Nitro now gets himself the chance at the clutch. Captain America versus the Wrath of Khan. Nitro rapping, dancing, taking the wide angle. Will Khan realize that he's gotten off of the site? He's got the perfect read. He's got the perfect line. This should be a nightmare shot for the Optics. It goes wide, and Nitro finds the head required.
That is the experience you like. Ice cold in the clutch now. OC set up again. Beautiful shot. Avoids the flashbang. Hex handles business on the early aggression, but there's one more around the corner. Crazy peek, and again, that desperation seeping in here for Nemiga. Forcing them into these duels that do not favor them. And knowing that there's a lot of support here. Continued attention drawn in from Bro with this utility keeps these players towards A, in which you see later down the line, NRG starting to scale effectively towards a very, very open, free B-bomb site. Bro looking to knock it down. Will get overwhelmed, but that's both players spotted.
Top on the line, though. Ooh, he's going to miss the first opportunity. First dip in, the second as well. Leg on that. Still, the chances to actually get this round have been minimized. You know where they're coming from. You've got the Molotov down. They don't have kits. This should be impossible. Should, though, is the big question. And on the third shot, OC will find a kill. Looking to finish this off. Set up the crossfire. Chances slim as they are. Now slip on by. 9 on the trot for NRG. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, they were making little love eyes. I think it was, you know, some friendly eyes there. But yeah, you should be having a good time if you're NRG, because you found yourself in a fantastic position. It feels like key individuals stepping up, and now you got 2 sets of dualies on the CT side to play out with. That's fun.
Risky.
And already successful.
Nitro's in a tough spot. He has to fight 4. He just knows he's in no man's land. And Bro coming back into this. Reinforcements. OC comes by in the nick of time, but OC goes by at the wrong moment. Dooley's back on here. Swai is low, so body shots might be enough, but it's going to come down to the clutch, and George will not miss his shot. Call him Alexander Hamilton. It turns out that when your shipbuilder says, no, I won't do it, and you say, I'm commanding you, and he says, only if you write a contract that says I'm not responsible for what happens, maybe you should reconsider your choices. Great museum, but let's see if the Vasa is about to tip over here. Bro right now staying ship-shape, staying seaworthy, but with the player in the B site compromised, it seems like that extra row of cannons might have just tipped NRG, and Nemiga find themselves afloat and adrift and a chance to actually make something happen on this map. They bet on themselves. They risked it all. And the risks paid off. You feel a little bad when the impact player stat is just like 1 kill.
There's only 1 kill in the round, so
yeah,
that's the impact.
that was the impact.
Job done from that point here. Nitro now with the CZ. Close range. Gonna need his teammates to provide some coverage, but they're gonna run right into him.
Oh boy.
And that's the perfect distance for that CZ. Gonna pick up the rifle and get out of dodge for now, but pressured from E-Box there, and Risky Bob in the right position.
That smoke's massive though, and they've cleared off the flank player. Now OC's on the angle with the op. He goes down after just 1, but the spam from Bro is good, and that leaves it to Xanther in a clutch. Oh boy. Just as we were talking about them getting activated, getting back in, it seems like it's all slipping away, but speaking of slipping away, Xanther's found the gap, he's found the crease, and he's pressing it right now.
Oh, Bro is too, though.
Bro's aware, and Xanther actually goes back. So now Bro in the reposition with Xanther having just cleared this out. This could be disastrous.
Oh.
Just misses him.
Around the bend safely.
There's no way Xanther suspects this. There's just no way. There's simply no way he's going to plant for Temple, Bro. Oh, he went high, so he doesn't want to give up the audio cue.
Xanther? Oh, no, he's not going to walk right into it. That's huge.
Could have ended it right here and now. Now Bro has to get active. Now Bro's giving up the audio, but they're going to swing from both sides. There's no escape. Xanther adjusts. Xanther surviving, but they run him down. They don't let him breathe. And as George finds his 22nd kill, NRG find the 12th round. Look at the rotation on from Nitro. That's just assuming that they've given a mid. It's interesting that there's no focus being given to this, and we know that Lear's got some forward spacing. But it's back towards B that they head, and just in that moment, Bro pulls off to try and adjust to this lack of mid presence. OC under pressure. Molotov's a little too late. Xanther braves it. And they're going to risk a lot of utility damage to try and get this done. Xanther, checked by the nade. No. Closer plant spot. But a numbers advantage here for NRG as they look to close this series down. Hex is creeping on the flank. Hex is creeping on the flank on B main. He needs to get active, though. He needs to get fast on this. He's wary someone will have pushed around. He doesn't want to get caught, so his teammates instead are just going to be pushing out without Hex too active. And Xanther, not blinded at all by that flash. Now Hex knows he has to move. Going to hold these players in. Hex can no longer make a secret of this, but there's no one watching his way. Player out towards jail, cleared out. It comes down to the clutch. Sidearm required for it, and the op will find its mark instead. Khan survives. Nemiga survive.
Repositioning here. 3 players, now 4.
Hex
and again, that
doesn't see anything
smoke
on
was
the
in
smoke
towards
fade.
E-Box, so they're going to have a whole lot of presence here ready to go on B.
Oh, this is going to get awkward. There's going to be a late lurk out from Risky Bob, but that's going to have to pull rotation because, okay, now it doesn't actually do anything. There's not enough time for them to rotate, so there's no worry about it. Xanta gets the kill, but that's the bomb drop. That's the bomb drop. 10 seconds. Don't lose this to the clock. Not to the clock. Not like this. Not like this. He's got to stick it. He's out of time. He's out of time. That's going to be NRG winning it. Not enough seconds on the clock. Not enough grains of sand here. And so goes the kingdom for Nemiga. NRG, the 2-0. A strong Anubis showing. A strong train